Okay, we should be live any moment here. Alright, looks like YouTube's receiving us. We are live. Welcome back to the Johnny versus the Contest channel, guys. It's been an awesome past few days. Glad to have everybody back with us. Hey, what's up? King Nasa first, man, and you are also the sub of the day, so that is why you are the sub of the day, man. Welcome into the stream. I hope you're doing well. Tonight we're going to be doing some expert trials. We're going to be doing a small crystal opening, hitting some arena, and grinding some of the easier quests for units. So that's kind of what I've got planned for the evening. I hope you're doing well. King Nasa wants to know what the sub of the day is. Basically, it is just a prestigious feature where you get to be honored for subbing to the channel, man, because I think it's awesome that you guys are willing to subscribe. So I wanna you know, give you guys some props for subbing into the channel, because I think that's really awesome that you guys are doing that. So that's all that is. Just a little bit of, hey, what's up? Thanks for hanging out with me. So looks like we're gonna take on King Groot here first. I got some recovery, extra benefit when he regens. I'm gonna take in my Ghost Rider, and he's gonna shut that right down. King Nasa said, I pulled an awesome 5-star today. I don't even have him 3 or 4-star. Who'd you pull, man? It's always awesome pulling a good 5-star. It's a good way to start the day. So I'm just gonna get some judgments here on King Groot. He is he's guaranteed to get these debuffs placed since I'm got the blade synergy. And once I've got a few of them, just gonna shut that healing right off. You pulled Dr. Voodoo, dude. That's awesome. Voodoo is a great champ in just about every way. Really the only handicap he has is if a champ is poison immune, but even then he's got the power burn, so still a pretty awesome champ regardless. Alright, let's go ahead and do that, and we'll put on this judgment. Have you guys been finding the trials to be okay, not too difficult? King Nasa said, LOL. I did. I got lucky to fight Superior Iron Man, so I could use Archangel to block the heal. Oh, that's good. Come on now. I want to try and make sure I get this Fate Seal on before he starts really regening here. Come on. Okay, boom. That should make the rest of this pretty easy. What you're looking for when you fight King Groot, if you are unaware, is you're just looking for that he's basically stun immune when he's got the Furies going on. Hey, what's up, Billy? So you want to wait till the Furies drop and he picks up the regen, and then you want to place any debuffs that you're working on. Good to see you in the stream, Billy. It is late night for me. This is a late night edition of the stream. Okay, nothing too serious there. Why don't we take in, we'll get some Karnak action going here. Get some practice in with my 6-star. I saw some people complaining earlier about Karnak. I think I think he's actually a really solid champ to pull as a 6-star, just out of what you've got currently in the 6-star crystal. There are a lot worse options than Karnak. He's great for handling your stun immune champs like Spidey and Nightcrawler. He's also really good for MODOK. He can even be really effective against magic if you can get to your L3. So, not too bad. And his prestige is great. He's got the second highest prestige of any 6-star in the game right now. So, he's also really good against really heavily armored champs, because he crits so much that he ignores a large part of their armor pretty much the whole time you're using him. So, pretty good. Terrell, thanks, man. Terrell says, congrats on the baby, and he misses seeing me. Yeah, man, I miss seeing you guys as well. It's been a long time. King Nasa says it's 12:45 a.m. here. Yeah, it's 1:37 a.m. here, so you must be one time zone over. Billy says it's a snow day. Dude, snow days are awesome. They're not, well, I say that. They're not great when you're in the line of work that I'm in, but that's okay. So no progressive play, just gonna grind and make snowmen. Dude, that's brilliant. I bet your boys will love that. So if you're wondering why I took in Karnak here, it's exactly what I was just saying. He's good against the heavily armored champs. If you look at all that yellow there, and this Ultron has 90% armor, so fantastic against the heavily armored champs. If you get him against a Colossus, he's even not too bad. He just doesn't hit quite as hard because of the class disadvantage. Alright. Missed the parry there. That's a little out of character for me. Man. Come on, John. Try to get some of that back with my special there. And when you use that special one, he just ignores every bit of armor. Ultron's gonna stop evading. Solid champ. Boom! Hey, what's up, Mr. Smoke? It's going really well for me. Hope it's going well for everybody else. King says he's in Utah. We have all seasons and weather. Yeah, Alabama doesn't get a lot of snow. We get a little bit here. It's not a real snowy state, but we've been known to get a little. For those of you guys wondering, the tea selection tonight is peppermint tea. Okay, you guys want to see my my 5-star blade rip through this this Mordo? It's actually ridiculous how easy he makes it. Totally worth all of those 5-star shards I saved up. Take a little damage there on the start. My timing's a little off. Okay, and you may have noticed the timer and the little power game symbol have both gone completely away. He just completely eliminated that node. So Billy said, yuck, toothpaste and water. Dude, I like the peppermint tea. It's pretty solid, man. That's Well, I don't know why you're hating on my tea. Peppermint can be for other things, not just for toothpaste. Pretty big fan. Oh, you know what, guys? I completely forgot. I need to update Twitter. I always like to let everybody know when I go live there. Okay, so we got Bane here. We want to go ahead and bait that special one. Get back in there, and I'm going to pick up a boatload of power here. Love nullifying all the Groot's buffs, because you really just pick up a ton of free power. Oh man, mistimed it a bit. That's okay. Bait that special one. There it is. All right. King Nasa says, I really hope Bishop is good. Yeah, Bishop's a cool character, man. Just kind of reading over some of his abilities that they've mentioned. I hadn't really looked into the data mine stuff too much this time. Usually I'm a little further ahead of that, but we've been busy lately. Usually with the data mined abilities, you get a pretty good idea what they're like. I feel like Bishop's going to be good for maybe dealing with some evade champs like Spider-Man and Nightcrawler, because he's got the True Strike, but he's also going to be good for MODOK. So that's pretty awesome. Boom, and Hyperion made short work of him. Billy, I don't think I can say that word in stream. It's not that it's a bad word, it just sounds very much like a bad word. So I'm gonna not read that out. Guys, I'm a little frustrated. Have you guys gotten the Wakanda crystal at all? This is obviously the very last chance that I had to get it, and I didn't pick one up at all. Oh, and I need to update Twitter really quickly. If you guys did not see on the forums, I'm gonna read to you something that got posted on the forums today. Kabam Mike said, "Note, if you're a summoner that reads the dialogue in these quests, you're going to come across some interactions between Sentinel and other champions that seem ... odd. It's a bug that we weren't able to fix in time. Just remember, it's a robot, its speaker box could be anywhere, and we're all adults here." So my tweet tonight says, "Marvel champions, I need to know, is Sentinel's crotch going to speak to us in the new event quest? Predictions pending, I'm live." So that's that's tonight's tweet. So anyway, pretty epic fail on their part if Sentinel's crotch is going to be talking to us. King Nasa says, "Sounds like the word to me, and my friends call each other all the time. I can because I'm black." Well, you guys can all see me, so I'm definitely not gonna say that because I don't get to, which I'm completely fine with. No desire to. And Billy definitely did not mean that way. So just to give you guys kind of a prep, or a heads up, I'm going to be doing a Legends run probably in the next 2 months. And right there, one hit, that's basically what I think it's going to look like when I do my Legends run. Even in the heroic mode for most of the fights, I think it's probably going to be about one hit to get them down. But even better than that, if he will actually try to hit me in this fight, you will see one of the best things about Blade being rank 5 for my Legends run. It's going to be pretty awesome. This bleed right here, well, just imagine for a second that I'm fighting an aggressive opponent and he come on. Well, maybe in a second. Basically what you're looking at, he causes bleeds on his parry. So that initial parry right when you come into the fight, most of the harder fights or most of the fights in Heroic, they're a little bit more aggressive, so you can get the parry on the first initial interaction. So when that happens, you can basically kill them from the start if your attack is heavy enough. So basically what I just did there. Billy is apologizing. He said he didn't mean to offend. Nobody thought you did, man. Yeah, so you don't have to have the parry mastery, but it's the same timing as a parry. But I think pretty much everybody in the game has parry at this point. Not mostly new players not using that. I definitely use parry a lot, but basically what I've found is kind of timing things out. I think that's the fastest technique when starting the fight, is to get the parry and then hit them as fast as you can to, in the bigger fights, start a 5-hit combo, but in my Legends run, hopefully get that one first hit kill and then move on to the next fight, because you're obviously looking to move as fast as possible. So that's kind of what you're looking at for that. That's why it's important to get that initial parry going. So if you're wondering why I am running the beginner difficulty of the event quest, it's actually way better for getting units than the normal difficulty. So once you finish the heroic and master and uncollected, if you do that one as well, I would really encourage you, before you do normal difficulty, to get the beginner difficulty done, even if it's just one initial completion, because it gives the same amount of units as the normal difficulty does, but has less paths on each map, so you can get exploration done faster and with less energy. The chapter 2 also takes 1 energy per node, so it uses less energy to get you some units there as well. So it's probably best to just to hit that beginner quest rather than the normal quest if you're looking for things like units. I found that most of the rewards in the normal difficulty, they don't really benefit me outside of the units, so mainly I'm just looking for those units from the beginner and normal quests. It's good if you can get both done, like an initial clear, but as far as exploration goes, exploration on the beginner is way better. King Nessa said, just Sentinel looks fat on the loading screen, just notice. I'll have to check that out. I have not noticed that yet. He does look fat. He kind of looks like he's giving birth. Opening up and something coming out. Oh man, that's funny. Of course, that's probably on my mind a little bit more. So right there, we get the bleed on the start, and didn't even have to hit him. So that's That's one of my favorite things ever, when you can make it say 0 successful hits, and you still got the victory. So pretty cool with one of Blade's abilities there. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Picked up 10 units. Probably cost me like 17 energy or something like that, so not bad at all. I'm gonna be, let's see, looks like this is another map where it's just one more path. So 2 paths, really 2 paths, 1 energy each is nothing. So super easy to pick up a bunch of units from the beginner difficulty. King Nasa says, LOL, I might have to do beginner then. Yeah, it's actually worth it. For a long time I would do heroic, then master, and then immediately go to normal. But then I realized the unit payout is exactly the same. So it totally makes more sense, unless you're just after those normal difficulty rewards, which I can't imagine you would be, to do the beginner mode. Something I'm pretty pleased with. Okay. No, man, not dumb. We're all learning a little bit more every day. When I say it took me a while to notice, and I'm having trouble speaking for some reason. When I said it took me a while to notice, I'm talking like I just noticed this like a few months ago. So don't feel bad if you have not noticed that. I've been playing the game for like 3 years and never noticed. So, you guys, so something fun to announce here, and we'll check. I think we're still at 96 subscribers, and we are. If you are not subscribed, you should definitely do that. We're going to be doing a giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers. So once we hit 100 subscribers, I will do a video announcing that. I'll be giving away an energy refill. So the way we're going to do that, you just want to show up at the time that I schedule the giveaway, and I will friend you in the game and send you an energy refill if you win. So definitely want to get in on that free energy refill. And we are four subs away, and there are 7 people watching right now. So if any of you guys aren't subscribed and you'd like a free chance at a free energy refill, you should definitely subscribe. Also, that's just the start. So we're going for, when we hit 250 subs, we're going to give away 3 energy refills. 500 subs, we'll do 5. And when we hit 1,000 subs, guys, I'm giving some lucky subscriber 1,000 energy refills. The King Nasa says, you usually mess up speaking when your girl is around. Yeah, the Pineapple Princess, she can get me tongue-tied, man. We've been married for 12 years almost, and I've still kind of got a crush on her. So my wife's pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, coolest lady I know. King Nasa says, I'm thirsty for those energy refills, man. I know I am. There are very few things in this game that I spend more units on than energy refills. Azure, what's up? Welcome to the stream, dude. He says, haha, Blade one-shots everyone. He does when you're playing in the beginner difficulty. If you weren't aware, the beginner difficulty pays out units like... it's way better to grind that for units than it is the normal difficulty. So I always finish that up first. So Blade does it in... Blade does it in one shot, even in like heroic at the beginning. But in beginner, I don't even have to hit him. I'm just going to let that bleed take care of him. Boom, he's down. King Nasa says, I would definitely take those 10... you said 1K refills. Did I say 1,000 refills? That would be a lot. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll do 10 refills. 1,000 refills, and my wife would probably kick me out of the house because we'd be broke. So 10 refills when we hit 1,000 subs. How about that? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, for those of you guys that missed it, obviously I got Blade. I took him up to rank 5, and then I pulled Iceman. Same opening, so if you hadn't watched that, you should definitely go back and watch it. It's pretty epic. The fun starts at the 32-minute mark. And so basically I open up those two, and now I am completely out of units and ISO. And one of the best ways to pick up ISO is not units. I'm basically out of ISO and gold. So one of the best ways to pick those up is actually with opening crystals. Obviously, if you're duping champions, you're going to pick up some ISO. So it's good to open some crystals. So I'm just going to pop these, try to pick up some ISO to level up my Iceman. That's a whole bunch of garbage. Azure says, that's useful info. I'll do the easy quest too. I usually avoid it. Yeah, man. I used to do the same thing. I only realized that a few months ago. And it's super helpful. I would much rather slap it onto auto fight and let it do the beginner mode when I'm busy doing something else. Okay, so picked up a 3-star there. Hey, we picked up a 4-star, guys, and we only opened I think 18 crystals. That's awesome, guys. I have had the worst luck ever with 4 stars in the premium, so that's good news, guys. Billy says, as Johnny said, beginner mode and normal mode is good to use your lower champs and learn synergy. Yep, also good. King Nasa says, girls, I want a sucker. Reading is fundamental, and I'm struggling here, so I apologize, guys. Let's see, what else are we going to open? I'm going to save the 4 and 5 stars for kind of our bigger openings. But we are going to go ahead and open these. I'm going to try and get Iceman up to ranked all the way up at level 3. Azure says, congrats, Red Hulk is pretty good now. Yeah, he's a lot better. I will say, however, I'm really not ranking up 4 stars at the moment unless they're like, they've got to be really on up there, God tier champs. And so I'm not really ranking the 4 stars. He's mainly just arena for me right now. So I'll spin this out since this is one of the fully formed ones. A lot of times they give a little bit better odds on the 3 and 4 stars, I think. It'd be awesome if I could pick up 2 4 stars in this. No, not this time. Alright. Did any of you guys pick up the Wakandan crystal? I've been super salty. Okay, that's good. Another 3 star. I've been super salty because we finished the event today, all of the Trials of the King, and I didn't pick up a single Wakanda crystal. I mean, if there's 50% odds, it means that you should be getting the crystal 50% of the time, not that 50% of the players are getting it, which is basically what I think happened. So King Nasa says, I did. I pulled a 4-star Killmonger. Dude, I'm so jealous. Azure said, I got the Wakanda Crystal once. Duped my 4-star Black Widow. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, see? I'm totally jealous. I would have loved to have gotten the Iron Patriot. I would have loved to have picked up a Wakanda Crystal to pick, just, you know, better my champs there. You guys want to see? Let's see if I can get my... I don't think I've got nearly enough gold. But we'll see how high I can get my Iceman up. Here. Billy says 0 Wakadoodoo, which is what he's calling the crystals. I'm assuming because he's also salty that he didn't get any. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of gold really fast. Anytime you're leveling up champs, guys, you want to make sure you save a little bit of gold, because one of the best ways to get gold is to grind the arena and open the arena crystals. And if you use all your gold, you don't have enough money. You don't have enough gold to start the arena matches. So I've gone down to 0 gold before and not been able to do anything in the arena, and it that basically sucks big time when you realize, wow, I can't even get in the arena. King Nasa says, LOL, I pulled a 5-star Dr. Voodoo, no ISO, but gold 7.6 mil. Dude, dang. Mr. Smoke says, do you accept friend requests in game? Yeah, man. I've been keeping that open for you guys as much as possible, and obviously we'll be swapping some things around. Obviously, when we do our giveaway, we'll need to swap some things around. King Nasa says, "Can you look me up and add me?" Yeah, dude, I don't mind doing that. Okay, so it looks like I don't have enough to get to the. Got enough to get there. But let's do it with some smaller stuff. Be smart with my gold. King Nasa says, my in-game name is the King Nasa. So you're pretty consistent with that. So we're making it there with my Iceman. Got a little ways to go. So let's see. The King Nasa. Boom. Request sent, my friend. Yeah, so I don't mind doing that. Mr. Smoke, I think it's cool to be able to chat with you guys even off stream. So if you guys ever have a question or want me to check out your profile or ask me who to rank up, I'm happy to help with that. I'm not I'm not the most experienced player in the game, but I pay attention. So if you want some ideas, if you need some help, I'm happy to, or just want to say, hey, what's up? King Nasa says, BRB, I'm gonna add you back. Billy says, the King, just daily events all the time. It will get you free ISO, get you the ISO. I have to keep selling ISO. Mr. Smoke says, what is your in-game? It is Johnny K247, and Johnny has two N's in it. Uh-oh, look out. It's a blade on blade action here in the arena. So what are you guys, where are you guys in your progression? I'm interested to hear like where my subscribers at, because that, I feel like that'll help me know what content would be helpful to you guys, because I want to make stuff on the channel that will help you guys. So if you're about to do Labyrinth of Legends, or if you're working on getting uncollected, stuff like that. I'm really interested to know. Azure says, should I use my duped magic in Alliance War defense or attack? Same doubts for my unduped Hulk Ragnarok. Okay, so Hulk Ragnarok is probably better on Alliance War attack, but if your alliance is doing diversity, then since Hulk Ragnarok's so new, not a lot of people probably have him, so he would be good for diversity, but if your team's not focusing on that, he's really solid for attack because of the way he interacts with Magic or Dormammu, the champs that do the damage over time. So, and then as far as duped Magic, she's definitely not as big of a threat at the top tiers as she used to be. Magic used to be the King Neza says my battery's gone, gonna die, RIP, sorry, gotta go. Dude, thanks for joining the stream. I hope you get some juice in that battery soon, and hope you have an awesome night, man. So yeah, so duped Magic used to be the bomb diggity, and I think at lower tiers she still is, but if you're in a higher tier alliance, you may want to consider using her on attack, because if you're fighting alliances where everybody's got blade, she's just not going to do much. So you're way better off using Magic on Alliance War attack if you're in a top tier, because everybody's got blade. Hey, what's up? Happy 30 years. Mr. Smoke said, sent you a friend request. Can you check? Excuse me. Can you check out my account, see what you think? Been playing for 7 months. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I get through this quick round, I will check that out. See what you got working for you. Happy 30 years. We're just we're picking up some tier 1 alphas in the alpha arena right now because I am fresh out. I taking Blade from rank 1 to rank 5, and then Iceman from rank 1 to rank 3. Really killed it for my my alphas and gold and ISO. So I am lacking resources. Azure says, okay, thanks, I'll do that. Usually I use my 4-star blade, Scarlet Witch, and Starkey in attack. Yeah, so great team you've got there. I use, I've gotten where pretty much every war I'm taking in Blade and Ghost Rider. That was kind of BS. I ran right into it, didn't I? I'm taking in my Blade and Ghost Rider, and my third champ, it really depends on what lane I'm doing, or if I'm going to be, like, what champs I'm going to be facing. If I'm going to be facing, say, a Spider-Man, I might take in my 6-star Karnak. If I'm going to be facing a, let's see, a Medusa, I might also bring my Scarlet Witch. So I kind of play that third spot by ear, but Blade and Ghost Rider have basically become the standard for my Alliance War attack. Yeah, if you're fighting in a level where pretty much everybody has Blade, Magic just doesn't work out as a great defender anymore. Which really, we're getting to the point now that they basically created some answers for some problems that there weren't previously. So I'm really happy that they've done that. But what that means is, so Blade is a great answer to a problem that previously there wasn't a great answer to. Before, Magic, there just wasn't an answer. Now if you've got Blade, you've got your answer. So, but what that's done is it made it so that there aren't really a lot of good options for bosses in Alliance War. So, oh, and I forgot to check out your account, Mr. Smoke. I will definitely do that now. Azure says, I'm pretty new, been playing for only 3 months, but reached a high tier in Alliance War, so I'm trying to find a balance. That's awesome, dude. Been only playing for 3 months, but kind of getting up there in Alliance War. That's pretty good. So my alliance that I'm in, we're currently, I think, tier 6, but we've been winning most of our wars lately, I feel like. So we've got to be pretty close to climbing into tier 5. Obviously, the higher tier you get into, the better your chances of climbing the seasons leaderboard, which is super important right now. So definitely want to climb those tiers. I feel like used to, you start beating a team in war and they immediately give up. Now you got to really fight. I feel like it's brought a lot of it's made war more interesting for sure. I've definitely enjoyed it. So I am a fan. If you're wondering if I'm a fan of the new seasons part of the game, I definitely am. Did you guys see where on the forums they in their change log they said that they made improvements to the help button? Apparently hitting the help button is no longer supposed to cause lag. Alright, let's see. Let's check out the profile here. So you've been playing for 3 months. That's a solid roster for 3 months, dude. That's really good. At 3 months, I did not have anywhere near what you got. They've made it a little easier. Obviously, the resources are more available now than they used to be for ranking up 4 stars. But 4 stars, I still use my 4 stars a decent amount in the game. So that's not bad at all for 3 months in the game. Azure says, thanks for all the info. It's helped a lot. Hey, it's my pleasure, dude. And let's see. I also... let's check out the King Nasa's profile. I know he's dropped out, but maybe we'll watch this later. Okay, so he's at a similar progression point as you. So good champs in both of you guys' profiles. I am a huge fan of Iceman. Basically, everybody you got there is... oh, Mr. Smoke, you're 7 months, and the King is 3 months. So yeah, I love everybody you got in your profile there. Which is crazy because used to you wouldn't say that about Luke Cage, but he's solid now. So yeah, you got great champs in your profile pic there, man. Nothing to sneeze at there for sure. Happy 30 years says nice progress, man. Mr. Smoke said, I'm a leader in my alliance also. That's awesome. Man, when I first downloaded the game, like, I don't know, basically 3 years ago, I formed my own alliance about 3 or 4 months in and did not get anywhere too quick. So I stayed there until my rating was up to maybe 70,000. Moved on to my next alliance, which was much more serious. Got promoted to officer there. Stayed there for about a year. So every alliance I've been in, I think I've stayed in for about a year. Maybe a little longer in the last one I was in. It's called Neiman You're Done. You should definitely look it up if you know the movie reference as well. So there's you a little shout out, Billy. Billy is the leader of Neiman You're Done. Great alliance. Loved the camaraderie there. It really great alliance. So, and I still stay in all the chats with those guys because they're such great guys. So, and Billy was kind enough to let me do that. So, pretty cool. Oh, come on now. If you are not aware of kind of the way the arena works, you want to take your 5 stars against the highest PI opponents that you're facing, because that's going to give you the most points. Well, this guy's got some serious mystic dispersion going on. Mr. Smoke says we're up to a full 30 active members and we're a 5 mil alliance. Dude, that's awesome. That's really good, and that speaks to your leadership as well, because it is hard running an alliance, no doubt. Which is part of the reason I never formed another alliance after I started that first one. I like being an officer, but you know, it just it gets to be a lot running an alliance, which Billy knows well. Billy says they've had their struggles lately. But he's standing strong and gonna make it grow again. Still got guys there with a lot of heart. That's good. Huh. I did not read what it just said. I'm actually gonna scroll back here if it'll let me. Oh, it won't let me. Well, that stinks. I missed what it said there. It said warning something. I've never really noticed that before. Did anybody happen to see what the warning it was it placed on my screen? I just clicked through there. I probably should have actually taken the time to read it. Mr. Smoke said, yeah, it can be stressful. Sometimes been lucky with a good group of members. That's awesome. One thing that I never... that I didn't really utilize that I've noticed, this is a little embarrassing with how long I've been playing the game. I just excuse me guys, I just joined the forums like 3 days ago. I probably should have done that way sooner, but yeah, so I've noticed the forums give you a really good place to recruit and connect with other people who are looking for an alliance at a specific level. So if you're not already recruiting in the forums when you need somebody, it's a good place to do it. One thing I don't see a lot of people utilizing with Iceman is those frostbites, man. When you're using Iceman, if you notice those little red timers that pop up, not the one that he does on his L1, the other timers, the ones you get when you get a critical hit. So when you crit, using Iceman. It gives these little red timers, and when they expire, it does a certain amount of damage. But if you'll use a heavy, it detonates those and gives you a bunch of extra damage per frostbite that you've placed on the opponent. So I see a lot of people using Iceman, but I don't see a lot of people using heavies to detonate those. Definitely a useful thing, because I mean, you can put down an opponent a lot quicker just by detonating those things. Mr. Smoke said, sent you 2 little gifts. Thanks for always reading chat and helping us out. Really appreciate it. Man, thanks. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it, bro. Thanks. That is my first ever subscriber gift, I guess, if you want to call that. Oh no. So insufficient funds. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop over to first I'm gonna check out your gifts, dude. Thanks so much for that. Energy refill. You awfully kind. And sweet, a red envelope. And looks like somebody else sent me a Wesley is, hey, what's up? Hey, YouTube. Wesley with the hey, YouTube there. Nilesh says, is it worth to use 5-star awakening gem on Void? Is it a science awakening gem or generic? Because if it's generic, I personally would probably save it for somebody who benefits a bit more. If it is if it's a science gem, I would definitely use it. And it also depends a little bit on the rest of your roster. But yeah, I would definitely use that on, definitely use a science on Void any day. And I'm gonna open up your red envelope right here and now, man. Let's see what I get. Happy 30 years says, ouch, out of gold. Been seeing that a lot on Reddit today. Yeah, man. Everybody that got Blade is gold thirsty now. Which, you know, I mean, it's fine. It's part of the experience. That is 888 PHC shards that I did not have before. Let's see. That may have given me another... Dude, so basically what you gifted me is a premium hero crystal. 4-star coming right here, guys. I can feel it. I can feel it. Should I tap it or no? I think I'm going to tap it. I tapped it. Oh, that was the weirdest rollover ever, guys. Did you see it? It like stopped. I thought it was going to stop like 4 times. Okay. Alright. Sweet. Alright. That gives me enough gold at least to finish the alpha arena. That's kind of embarrassing, honestly. I feel like I just... that's like going to pay at a restaurant when you're with a group of friends and your card gets declined. Like right here in front of all of y'all, I couldn't pay to finish the alpha arena. Nilesh says, I have opened 7 blade crystals. I didn't get him, going for 1 more. Well, good luck, man. I really hope you get him. He is a great champ. And if you're wondering if, you know, if I regret saving all those shards, I did not. Not at all. Happy 30 years says it's a golden badge of honor. Yeah, it didn't feel like a golden badge of honor. It really just felt embarrassing. I should probably manage my gold better. I feel like Nightcrawler, he doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's really a pretty solid offensive champion too. Not just for defense, guys. If I could actually show you guys why, that'd probably be great. So basically what makes him so great is his damage really ramps up as he gets some furies going. He gets a fury every time he gets a deep wound if you swap over to his swashbuckling stance. The way you do that, you want to dash back and then hold the block button for a few seconds. So once you get there, his damage really ramps up. And if you have not fought, if you've not completed Act 4 yet, he is great for fighting Maestro in Act 4 if you're still learning how to dodge specials, because he makes dodging specials way easier. He's also really good for the Collector, because he can make it easier to evade some of those specials. So if you're not, if you haven't become uncollected yet and you've got a Nightcrawler, get him ranked up. I successfully did more damage with my 440 Nightcrawler most of the time than I did with a lot of my other 550 champs that I had when I was working on doing that. So definitely, if you've got a Nightcrawler and that's something you're working on, get him up to at least rank 440, because especially if he's duped, the damage really ramps up. Welcome into the stream, guys. Thanks for joining us. Looks like we picked up a couple more viewers. Thanks for hanging out. So I'm going to repeat a couple of things that you guys that have been here for a while have already heard. But hopefully you new guys, this will entice you to subscribe. When we hit 100 viewers, I'm sorry, 100 subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway for an energy refill. So Mr. Smoke says, maybe that gift I just sent you will help. Dude, you're embarrassing me. I wasn't prepared. I feel like I should maybe be sending you something back. Very kind of you. I'm kind of excited to see what you sent. All right. So get this done really quick. So my goal here, I'd like to get up to 1 million in this arena tonight, and then tomorrow night I'll try to get up to 1 million in the other arena. So and I will check on that gift as soon as I finish up this round. I always get a little greedy there when he's unstoppable, trying to pick up a few more hits. I know I probably shouldn't do that, especially with this guy. He's got limber like maxed out, it seems like. Love how Rogue just reaches through there, and if you've ever got an opponent at like if you've ever got an opponent at like 1% with Rogue, and you pop that special one, she's gonna reach right through their block and kill them off. So pretty awesome. So I'm gonna show you guys what I like about Nebula. Which, I gotta be honest, there's not a ton of things that I just love about Nebula. I think the mechanic, the way she gains these charges is it's just, you take too much block damage, but most people like her because of the huge damage she does when with her special too, but I actually like her because of this. I just power locked him for 20 seconds, guys. I'm not sure there's another champ in the game that can power lock for 20 seconds with just one move. Any other champ that you do that with, you're going to have to reapply the power lock over and over again to get it. With Nebula, you apply it once and it's on there for 20 seconds. So let's go back out here and check on Mr. Smoke's gift. Dude, that is like the best thing you could have sent me right now. I appreciate that, man. Once we're kind of done grinding out this arena, I'll go and open that along with some arena crystals and see if I can get that Iceman up a little bit more. Mr. Smoke says, please don't. I sent them because I like your streams, makes this 12-hour shift go quicker. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before, that 12-hour shift you're working. I used to do that. I used to work 12-hour shifts, and that is brutal, man. So I know what that's like. My 12-hour shift that I used to work, though, I didn't get to watch YouTube. So that would have been awesome to get to. Definitely would have made the day go by faster. So do you do 4 on and then 4 off, or 4 on and then 3 off? Because that's kind of what I used to do. 4 days working, 3 days off. I loved all the days off, but it's a long day. Which new champ are you guys most excited about? I think I'm probably most excited about I think maybe Sabretooth. He's got that cold immunity, so it gives us another counter to Iceman. And then you got, Bishop sounds a little bit more like a souped up Karnak to me, which I like Karnak, but he's not somebody that I would rank up as a 5-star. Mr. Smoke says, yeah, I work from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. Dang, Monday through Friday, that's 60 hours a week. Sometimes Saturdays as well, which is 72 hours a week. That's a lot of work, dude. Hope you're making that green, dude. I hope you don't have any gold shortages with that. Oh, Tobias J, welcome into the stream, man. He says, I think Bishop is the consensus right now, but we will see tomorrow. His True Strike being able to counter MODOK, I know, is generating a lot of... hey, what's up, John Wesley? Yeah, his True Strike being able to counter MODOK is getting a lot of people excited about his prospects for Alliance War Attack. But, I don't know. I feel like Sabretooth with regeneration and the Furies may hit hard enough and be a sustainable enough champ that he'll probably be one that can be pretty good. So I don't know. We'll see. Sentinels, I'm really interested to see how they work. Apparently they've got some interesting things where they kind of change up how their synergies work depending on who they're fighting and things like that. So be really interested to see how that goes. Boom. Love it. John says, "What's up, dude? There's a lot up. We are we're kind of getting in the mindset of like preparing for." So I'll give you the breakdown. So as far as what's up with my Marvel Contest of Champions account, I am gearing up for two things right now. The first thing I'm gearing up for is my initial clear of Labyrinth of Legends. Now that we've got the blade at rank 5, that's going to be coming really soon. Just kind of grinding out those units, making sure I have enough to get through. I think the next thing probably in my progression going to be going for a Legends run. And I'm gonna... I really don't want to have to try this twice. So, I think I'm gonna kind of wait and scope out the monthly events map and let it kind of be determined by that, and a map that's suitable to the champs that I have. So I'm not going to put a specific time on it, because I want to make sure that I'm a one and done on the Legends run. That's not something I want to do. I also let's see what else, and then we'll start working on Labyrinth 100%. I'm assuming Act 6 will come out sometime in the moderate future, not immediately, but sometime pretty soon. So we got that to look forward to. So that's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of my progression. Those are kind of the next three things on my list. Happy 30 Years says, I'm excited to see what the Sentinels look like. They might be the largest champs in game ever. You know, I've seen a couple of pictures and it made me wonder if it was real or not, where you just saw their legs, and I feel like that's gotta be fake. Surely we're gonna get to see the whole body of the Sentinels. That's just kind of weird, honestly. If you just see their legs, I'm assuming they're gonna be really tall, but probably not any taller than, maybe a little taller than Hulk. Happy 30 Years said those pics had me laughing. Yeah, I thought that was kind of ridiculous. I'm assuming they're gonna be just normal sized champs, just maybe a little bit bigger, taller than say a Hulk would be. I'm trying to think who the tallest champ in the game right now is. Probably got to be Groot. If you get much taller than that, they're not going to fit on the screen. So I mentioned it at the very beginning when I was posting on Twitter. Did you guys see the post from Kabam Mike in the forums? He basically said, be on the lookout in the oh, what do they call them, in the dialogue scenes in the monthly event quest. He said, be on the lookout. Well, he said, don't judge us, basically. There was a bug and some of the text boxes may seem a little weird. So I'm assuming that like the Sentinels are going to be talking to us from their crotch or something. So I'm pretty excited to see what that looks like. Mr. Smoke says, if that's the case, a bunch of crotch punching is going to happen. Basically, which, you know, they're mechanical, so it's not going to be like a one punch and they're down kind of thing. That's what I would expect otherwise. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait to see where the text boxes show up or what makes those interactions weird. if you haven't seen that on the forum, you should definitely check it out. He even makes reference to the fact that he's like, we're all adults here, and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure we're not. Plenty of kids play this game. Also, kind of on that note, kids that play the game, have you guys seen Dub and Dad's Gaming? It's a YouTube channel where a father and son who play the game together, they make videos and post stuff. Pretty cool. Got me a little excited. You know, you guys know I'm expecting a little girl. I want to get her started learning the game as soon as possible. So maybe someday on the YouTube channel. Happy 30 Years says, yeah, I just read that. I think they've even changed the camera angles to accommodate the different size champs too. Okay. Huh. That's a really interesting thought. I hadn't even thought of that. Well, I probably should have paid attention to who I was matching up with here. Those bleeds that I'm going to be placing. Oh, it's not too bad. Man, they really need to buff Abomination. His poison just doesn't cut it. I mean, I was causing him bleed there, and he wasn't doing any damage to me. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine what that would look like if they maybe tilted the camera out. Yeah, I guess you could make that work. It would, if it's making your champs that much smaller, I'd imagine that it'd be. I have noticed that was a little weird. Looks like I lagged out a little bit there, guys. Sorry about that. Happy 30 Years says you can notice it slightly when the camera zooms in just before a fight starts. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. Excuse me, guys. That's awful. That's embarrassing to do on stream. My tea's not doing it tonight for me, I guess. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that at the starts of my fights. It threw me off a little bit when it was first doing it. Mr. Smoke said, imagine what contest will look like when your daughter is 10 or 15 years old. It'll probably be like a 3D screen, like a, what do they call it? A hologram projection off the screen by then. Yeah, with how quickly technology is progressing, I can only imagine that that's going to get absolutely wild to see what it'll look like. Yeah, that have you guys noticed that what Happy 30 Years was talking about, where the screen kind of zooms in right before the fight starts? It's a little weird. It's messed me. It's been distracting for me, if nothing else. Billy says the camera works so your big champs zoom down so you can see the buff bars now. It was an issue that was reported. Huh. Happy 30 Years says, I hope I'm still alive in 10 or 15 years. Dude, me too. Don't be, you know, not staying alive. We want Happy 30 Years around for a long, long time. You're just like my father-in-law is so funny. He hates birthdays now, so he always says he's 30 with like 20 some odd years of experience. So when he was 52, he was 30 with 22 years of experience. So yeah, long lives all around. That's like joining the Johnny versus the Contest stream. That's like part of the secret to a long life, I think. Stress-free streams, just hanging out, having a good time. Life shared with friends is and getting that stress down, definitely part of a long life, I think. Maybe not, but that's my philosophy. Hey, what's up, Evil Interceptor? Welcome to the stream, man. Just hanging out, grinding out some arena. Kind of a stress-free, laid-back night. Billy Daly says that when happy 30 years, in 15 years, you'll be happy 45 years. Billy is he's like the master of the cheesy joke, to be sure. Billy always had us cracking up in chat back in the old Alliance. Lots of good times to be had amongst friends. Right. Let's see. I'm going to check on our subscriber count, guys. See how close we are. We're at 97 subscribers, guys. We are 3 subscribers away from doing a energy refill giveaway. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, Mr. Smoke even gave me a shout out. In chat says, everybody watching, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Man, I appreciate that. Evil Interceptor says, woohoo, almost one, or no, it was just woo. I don't want to ascribe a who when you just said woo. So Evil Interceptor says, woo, almost 100. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, man, I'm really excited. If you guys haven't seen it, yeah, if y'all watch Marvel Contest of Champions News, Rich the Man's channel, he gave me a shout out in his video a couple of days ago for the gender reveal vid that I did, and really couldn't say how much I appreciated him doing that, and all the support that got poured out from the community really has just been awesome. A lot of cool people in this community who really mean well and just really been awesome. So thank you guys. For those of y'all who've commented on the video and in chat, encouraged us, and if you're going through something similar, I know some of you guys have told me that you know, you've had hardships that are similar to ours. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement, but let me encourage you and just let you know there is hope, because we kind of lost hope for a while there, or at least I know I did. I'm pretty sure the Pineapple Princess did as well, but just kind of started to think it would never happen. So Billy says, yeah, it was nice. There was a dude that speaks way faster than me. Yeah, Rich does talk kind of fast. Evil Interceptor said, if I could sub twice, I would. Thanks, man. I do have a couple of subscribers who have done that. Apparently, my buddy Thomas, one of the mods here on the channel, has several accounts, and I think he subscribed to me with all of them. So props to, if you watch this later, Thomas, props to you and all your accounts. I never asked him to do that, but he was kind enough to do that. So thanks to you, man. So thank you guys. Thank all of you guys. I always say that the game's more fun with friends, and so you guys really make it more enjoyable for me to play the game. Stuff like Arena, man, it is just awful when you've got to do Arena and you're just doing Arena. You've got to find other stuff to do, whether it's watching somebody stream or streaming yourself and talking to people in chat. If you're not doing something like that, you get burnout on the game and get Arena hangover, and it's just no fun anymore. So if you're going to be grinding, it's good to be grinding with friends. So thank you guys for your time and your subscriptions. And I will say that, you know, full disclosure here, I don't want to keep this a secret. I would like to, I I don't know if I'll ever make much money doing this, but I wouldn't mind if by the time my daughter gets here, having grown the channel to a point where I'm actually making a little bit of money doing it, you know. So I think that'd be pretty cool. So that helps me out with that as well. So thank you guys. Y'all have all been awesome to subscribe and hang out. So, and I know Evil Interceptor has a channel, so I know he knows what that's like. You post content, and it's incredibly rewarding that people actually want to watch it. So it means a whole lot to me when you guys subscribe or give me a thumbs up to let me know that you liked the video. Hit that like button. Yeah, so thank you guys. I appreciate your time and camaraderie. So that's my little spiel there on what it's like to have a YouTube channel. But excuse me, what it's like to play the game with friends. It's just better. Better. I've loved the camaraderie that's come out of this game. I've made some friends in my alliances that if I'm ever in their part of the country, I know who I'm calling up and saying, hey, you want to hang out? Because really, you know, I consider them more than just alliance mate. They're friends at this point. You spend a year or two in an alliance with somebody, and you can't help but kind of become friends if they're nice people. And you know, you got some jerks just like you do anywhere else in the Marvel Contest of Champions community, but you've really got a lot of awesome people. So good friends. That's a shout out to you, Billy. Shout out to you, Brooke, if you watch this later. Yeah, so if I ever make it to Ireland, Billy, you're my first call. We'll hang out and drink some tea together. Excuse me. Mr. Smoke said, me and my wife watched your gender reveal, and she really appreciated your comment back to me. Means a lot because we've been trying for a while. Dude, I know you know this. I know your struggle. And based on what you've mentioned previously, sounds like your journey has been very similar to ours. We've been trying about the same amount of time, been married about the same amount of time as you guys. So yeah, dude, I get it. And honestly, if it weren't for some things going really right that we couldn't have planned for, we still wouldn't have successfully gotten pregnant, because it took doing IVF, in vitro fertilization, and it's so incredibly expensive that really it's not an option for a lot of people. And if you're not familiar with how that works, insurance does not cover that. And it's incredible to me, because if I may get on a soapbox here, guys. Stop me if you don't want to hear this, but it's incredible to me if anything about my body didn't work and I went to the doctor, my insurance would cover them fixing it or doing what they needed to you know, make it work. But then to tell a woman that can't have kids, that a procedure that will allow her to have kids is not covered by our insurance, is ridiculous. So we had to come out of pocket for basically what you'd spend on a car, to be able to do something that most people can do without a second thought, and some people do on accident. Just the whole way that works, it just, I don't know. It's a very sensitive subject for me. So I know definitely where you guys are coming from, and I feel for you guys. And I just, you know, I don't know what you guys believe, but I personally, you know, we both are Christians, and we both we pray daily, and we have prayer journals, and so just to let you know, Mr. Smoke, we added you and your wife to our prayers. So we that's a very close subject to both of our hearts. So we're rooting for you guys. Don't lose hope. And like my wife told you the other day, just hold your wife close, and you know, tell her that you love her and she's beautiful, and just don't lose hope, man. So that's my long speech on infertility stuff. Billy says, haha, Guinness tea. You can put black currant juice in it for that sweet tooth. Yeah, I've definitely got a sweet tooth, which for those of you guys that don't know, which is probably most of you, I own a business that deals largely in sweets. So the sweet tooth is right at home in my head. It fits right in there. So the great news is I get to go to work and eat sweets anytime I want. The bad news is I get to go to work and eat sweets anytime I want. So the waistline suffers, but the mouth certainly enjoys the extra benefit there. So Happy 30 Years says, feel for you, man. Really glad you had success. Yeah, a lot of couples, and that's the other crazy thing, is a lot of couples spend that money, all the money we did, and then get nothing back for it. And because it wasn't covered by their insurance, they just poured you know, $20,000 down the drain. So Mr. Smoke says, yes, that's what we're going to try next. That's why I have to work all these hours to pay the bills and put a little to the side for that. And wow, that really means a lot to me. My real name is Richard. Well, Richard, dude, we're praying for you guys. And we believe there's hope for y'all too. So definitely, I plan to be around for a while. When you do get that, when you do that procedure, let us know how it goes, and let us know when you're coming up on it, because we definitely, we'd love to pray for you guys. So, thank you guys for sharing your story with us, and allowing us to do that for you. Yeah, and on the money thing, I definitely know what that's like. We're still working to, we borrowed some of the money that we used to do the procedure, and we're still working to pay it off. So looks like we lost a few folks not talking about MCOC stuff, and that's perfectly fine. I really want my channel to be more than just about the game. Like I said earlier, it's about the camaraderie for me as well. So Evil Interceptor said, Johnny, I placed 54th in the MBJ Legends run. Dude, that's awesome. What was your time? I'm really trying to figure out if I want to do like a celebrity challenge as my Legends run, or if I want to do the monthly event. I think I'm probably going to do a monthly event. I'm going to have to borrow somebody's iPhone just to do it. So it's not going to be something that I can just do. It's going to have to be really well planned out. So that's why I think it's probably going to end up being the monthly event quest. Was that your initial Legends run, man, or were you already a legend? Evil Interceptor says 1 hour 4 minutes, 565 Spark, full suicides, iPhone X. Or iPhone 10, I guess is what you call that. Second badge. Okay, cool, man. I really need to do some research on that. Like, is there much benefit to doing it twice other than just the extra T4cc that you get? I think unless there's just some really big added benefit, I think I'm probably gonna be a one and done Legends run kind of guy. Let's see. Evil Interceptor says the bragging rights. LMAO. Yeah. I get it. Part of me wishes there were like a division for Legends badges for people who had already done it, and then people who were doing it for the first time. Just, I don't know. I guess I'm all for competition, but I don't know. I think it'd be nice to have a little bit better opportunity to do it. It would probably also make it where some of the Android users could actually do it. Mr. Smoke says, the good thing is we're still young. I'm 28 and my wife is 26. So I tell her all the time she's plenty. Tell her all the time. Sorry. Reading's fundamental, guys, and I'm having trouble doing it. It's just hard seeing a lot of people with kids, but we have faith. Yeah, that's good, man. That, you know, and everybody wants to give you advice and tell you what you're doing wrong, and like, I was amazed when we started talking about actually telling people our story, which we didn't do it right away. It took us years just before we got comfortable enough to tell people what was actually going on. Everybody, okay. I tell her all the time she has plenty, but it's hard seeing a lot of people with kids. Yeah, dude, I get that. We didn't even tell people what was going on. People just assumed we didn't want kids or weren't trying, I think, for a while. So it took us a while just to get up the you know, get comfortable with telling people what was going on. And then, so just in the last few years, we kind of started sharing, and it's hard because everybody wants to tell you, oh, you're doing this wrong. And if you'll just change this, or don't be stressed out, y'all will get pregnant. And it's like, well, thanks for telling me that, but that doesn't help make me not be stressed out. And I was amazed when we started telling people what was going on. I was amazed how many people, their first question was, what kind of underwear do you wear? Like, for real, that's your question when I tell you we've been trying for 7 years to have kids and we've been unsuccessful. And your first question is, what kind of underwear do you wear? Boxers, not briefs, by the way. In case you guys were wondering. You probably weren't. I'm sorry I just gave you guys that mental image. Mr. Smoke says, the crazy thing is I've told you before most of my family. Interceptor's laughing at me for revealing my boxers or brief situation over here. Yeah, Mr. Smoke, I also get that. One of the things that really helped us, my wife found a support group that could get together and talk about it. And once she got comfortable talking to other people who had the same story as her, she got comfortable telling other people as well. So yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from on that. If we told basically strangers before we told our own family as well. So, hey, looks like we picked up some new viewers in the last few minutes. Welcome into the stream. We're just grinding out some arena, hanging out, talking about some serious stuff tonight, but that's cool. I try to run this channel like a small family. Keep it close. We can talk about serious stuff if that's what's on y'all's mind. I know with a lot of what I've had going on lately, that's definitely what's on my mind. I want to encourage you guys, if you have not yet, definitely hit that subscribe button, because when we hit 100 subscribers, and we're just 3 away, we're gonna do. I will schedule a what do you call it? A giveaway, and we're gonna give away an energy refill to someone in the game. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already done it. Billy says, same underwear on for 7 years. My mind is hurting now. LOL. Haha. I haven't been wearing the same underwear for 7 years. I don't know if I said something to give that impression. Definitely not. Definitely not what I meant. Mr. Smoke says, back to contest. How excited is everyone for the X-Men event tomorrow? Well, later today now. Yeah, definitely excited for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about all the stuff they're doing to ramp up to Infinity War. I know it's going to be incredible, and I'm just stoked out of my mind. Can't wait for it. So, really excited. Evil Interceptor says, Mr. Sinister. Is that, are you referencing someone that's going to be in the game? Mr. Sinister? Is that a reference to, I don't know, maybe I'm not up on my comics as much as I should be. I will say I used to actually read comics, and I've still got some new ones that I haven't read yet. But the time, just as the older I get, melts away, and I don't have time to read comics anymore. I probably need to get back into that before my daughter's born, because I definitely want to get my daughter into reading comics. I feel like that's important. Okay, let's see. Evil Interceptor said he's a villain. His real name is on the loading screen. Okay, that's cool. I will tell you, the person on the loading screen that I'm most excited for is Omega Red. He is a mutant that, if you look at kind of that bulletin board that they've got up, he's up there, which gives me some hope he's going to be in the game. I've been a huge fan of Omega Red since early Marvel vs. Capcom games. So, huge fan of Omega Red. Evil Interceptor said, skeptical to be one of the new next champs. Huh. Mr. Sinister. I feel like I've seen him in stuff before, but I can't remember what his abilities are. 90s X-Men cartoon. Oh, and there I go, not paying attention and getting the hurt put on me. I feel like the reaction time after they finish a 5-hit combo, used to you could go in with your own 5-hit combo, but lately I feel like if you try to follow up their 5-hit combo with a 5-hit combo, you're getting parried, like, no doubt. So I don't know if it's their reaction time or what, but it seems to have gotten a little bit faster, them getting that block up. He's from the Sinister Six. Okay, so I think I'm remembering from Spider-Man. He shows up in Spider-Man some as well. Evil Interceptor says, same. My specials have been getting parried like crazy. Yeah, I'm fine with them making the game harder. It's going to be an adjustment, obviously. Like that right there. Of course, Moon Knight's special is always a little funky. And that right there. Used to that kind of stuff didn't happen. The timing, I feel like the timing's changed a little bit. It's kind of weird. Billy says X-Men version, remember. Okay. I don't I don't remember the X-Man version, but I feel like I'm remembering the Spider-Man version. All good stuff, regardless. Okay, let's see. Looks like I've got one more round here, and then I've got some other stuff I can go do. This is how bad my gold shortage is, guys. You see the 5-star Netflix Daredevil and Black Panther. I have not had enough gold or ISO to rank either one of them up, and not even to not even to level 25. They're still at level 1, rank 1. So yeah, I definitely need to get them ranked up ASAP, but have not been able to because I'm out of gold and ISO. Billy says Deadpool 2 as well in the trailer. Okay, I had to recheck out the trailer for that. Okay, gotta be careful here. I basically got matched up with the Death Squad because I went in with the noob, so I'm gonna try and concentrate a little bit better here. Probably not gonna talk quite as much, so forgive me. I don't want to lose my streak here. Boom, I chanced it and it worked out. if that last hit had not killed him, I would have, that's probably the end of my streak. Interceptor said some people have been saying after every update Kabam is making the AI's response time faster, and I believe it. Yeah, I can see that being a possibility. I mean, as a business, you gotta find ways to remain profitable, and I gotta say, I kind of like that they're making it harder. Personally, I think at times it gets a little boring if it's not hard. Billy probably disagrees. Wow, I'm really doing nothing to this blade. Be careful not to push him to his special too. He's doing a ton of damage even just through my block. Now, the whole reason I went in with the and chanced losing my streak was so that I could potentially get this 5-star points in there. So if I lose my streak and don't have success with my 5-star, this is gonna feel really dumb what I just did. Come on now. Use that special. Ooh, boys, it's getting serious. It's getting serious. Come on, use that special. No, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I got some terrible lag there. right before he dashed at me. That's terrible. Happy 30 Years says, I tend to agree with that. Been noticing different speeds of champs today. Okay, well at least it's just Ghost Rider. As long as he doesn't have some crazy mystic dispersion or something, I think I'll be okay. Dang. He's regenerating so much. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him. Those armor breaks and he's got willpower. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, just there. Did y'all see my special attack? Normally that would have been a good chain, but... Okay. I think I'm screwed, guys. I think I just lost my streak. Yep. There it goes. What a time for that to happen. That sucks. Oh, man. Evil Interceptor says, I see you, Johnny. Got them skills. Billy says, yep, my phone is faster than iPhone, but with Android issues through Kabam, I'm not getting the benefits. Yeah, so I don't want to get real technical, and I'll probably sound like an idiot if I do, because I'm not sure I understand it. But basically the way the iPhone processes the stuff makes it a bit faster with that stuff. So, hey, thanks Wesley is King. Appreciate the gift. I'm gonna go ahead and I've gotten a couple of gifts from you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and spin those out so we can celebrate while we get together. I'm not worried about losing my streak. I was planning on getting basically to where I am anyway and stopping, so we're okay. Pop that open. Let's see what we get. Really, I know normally nobody wants gold and ISO, but that right there, best thing I could have gotten. I need the gold and ISO bad, guys. It's a dire situation. So I'm gonna pop open these gold crystals that that Mr. Smoke sent. That was very helpful. Okay, let's see. Anything else we got here? We'll pop this open. This will give me a little bit of ISO as well. Yeah, man, that sucks when the armor break on the willpower is... The willpower from the armor breaks is so strong you can't overcome it with your 5-star. That's it's pretty rough. Let's see, anything else here? Oh, we got some max sig. That doesn't really help me out that much. Okay, we're gonna open this up for a little bit more gold. Sweet. Okay, let's get that. Yeah, Interceptor says that's a never-ending fight. It would have been. I basically just gave it up because, which is not normally in my character. Normally, I'm stubborn, so I wanna fight it forever. But this time, not this time. Okay, let's see. We can get a couple more levels on him here. Start out with Cosmic. I think I want to get him up to... I don't want to spend quite that much. Got any other ISO here? Yeah. I think I can get him to... level 38 here. Or or level 39, sorry. Do you guys enjoy watching rank ups? Sometimes I'm like, they're just popping ISO into a champ. That's kind of boring. But if you guys like it. Wow, that was perfect. Okay, so he's ranked 39. I'm getting close, guys, but I'm down to 2,000 gold again. I'm gonna have to really grind some arena or find somebody to swap loyalty or battle chips for my gold this week. Okay, let's see what else have we got left. So I was telling the guys earlier, if you missed it, it is super beneficial to run the beginner difficulty of the quest over the normal difficulty of the quest, because you get the same amount of ISO. I'm sorry, not ISO. You get the same amount of units, and the paths are cheaper, and there are less paths in the beginner quest. So if you're one to pick one or the other of beginner or normal, if you're going to explore everything, do the beginner, not the normal, because you'll get the ISO for less, you'll get the units for less energy. Evil Interceptor says sell ISO. I would do that, but I am nearly out of ISO as well. Happy 30 years says I'll sort your gold this week if you want. Dude, that's awesome. Thanks. Do you want me? How are you doing on loyalty? I can cover your loyalty if you'll cover my gold. So if you guys didn't know, like, this is, if your alliance requires donations, this is one of the, good things, having good teammates who want to help you out. So this is a good example of a awesome teammate. So yeah, if you want to sort me on gold, if you're running low on loyalty, I think I'll have an easier time doing that than battle chips. So cool. So I'm gonna take care of Happy 30 years loyalty. He's gonna take care of my gold. Man, just wait. When you get to clearing the end of Act 5 and or when you get to doing 100% Act 5 and it's time for your first rank 5-star, man, or at that point maybe you're ready for a rank 2 6-star. The gold's gonna go faster than you think. Interceptor says, what are your guys' weekly donations? We do 50,000 gold, 30,000 battle chips, and 12,500 loyalty. So not too bad. We're running 5x5 right now. So 5 for you new guys. What that means, we're doing map 5 and Alliance Quest all 5 days that it's available each week. And so the costs for that basically comes out to 30,000 battle chips, 12,500 loyalty, and the gold. Our donations are 50,000. We've got some guys in the Alliance who have donated so much gold over the years that our gold is pretty much sorted, but we still want to keep that kind of up. So we do 50,000 as our gold donations, but the actual cost, I think, to do map 5 for 5 days is 133,000, I think, in gold per member. I may have that wrong, just kind of off the top of my head there. So our donations really aren't bad. It's pretty easy to cover somebody's donations if they need help. Evil Interceptor says, sure beats my 180,000 gold a week. Yeah, so you guys must be running some map 6, which, I mean, That's okay. So Billy Daly says it's 107,000 gold to do map 5 every day. So I was a little bit inflated there with my guess. Yeah, 180,000 gold a week. You got to do some serious arena grinding for that. That is one of the reasons that I question whether or not I could be in a map 6 alliance. I just don't grind the arena enough for that. Pretty much the only time I grind arena, you guys are seeing it. I'm I'm on here right here with you, grinding out some arena. So that's basically the only time I do it. Let's see, what have we got here? What's left? No alliance war, no alliance quest. Billy says, Johnny, we're down to 18 now. Man, I'm sorry, Billy. It's rough when an alliance starts having some troubles. You guys will get it back up. You guys will get it back together. It's yeah, I know that sucks, but y'all will get it back to where you want it. So if you're looking for an alliance with awesome people in it, Neiman, you're done. My old alliance is where you're looking to be. So if your progression's not quite where you want it to be, check out his alliance. It's a good one. Evil Interceptor says, what's your in-game name, Johnny? It is Johnny K247. And Johnny has 2 N's. Johnny K247 with 2 N's. So you can check out my profile. My profile is getting pretty stacked, I think. I like where my profiles ended up. I've got 5 rank 4 or 5 stars or better. So I've got Hyperion, Yellow Jacket, as well, forgetting my champs here, guys. This is awful. Oh, Hyperion, Yellow Jacket, and Ghost Rider as 5 stars at rank 4. I've got Blade as a 5-star rank 5, and I've got Karnak as a rank 1 6-star. So that's my top 5 champs right now. My prestige is about, it's really close to 6,500, I think. Evil Interceptor says, I can't add you, bro. I think I've still got spots. Can you not find me? Is that the problem? I'll click on my profile here. Maybe you'll be able to see it a little better. There we are. Johnny, JOHNNYK247. That's my profile. Found me. All right. So, do you guys, I'm curious, do you guys enjoy, that there isn't an ad request? Huh, that's weird. Are we already friends? That's all I can figure. Let's see. Requests. Billy D. And then, hey Heisenberg, is that you? Okay. So got a couple of friends. Okay, so Evil Interceptor, you're Heisenberg, so I'm going to check out your profile. Dude, that is a stacked, beastly profile. Before Blade, man, I would not have wanted to see that Dormammu in Alliance War. That is nasty. What sig level you got him at? 69. 2,000 damage unboosted. Wow, that's pretty strong. Mr. Smoke says, do you think Hood is worth rank 4 unduped as a 4-star? I really like Hood. I feel like the Mystic class is so loaded up with champs that there's really good options. So just to compare, that's my profile. There are really good options that are probably better as Mystic 4 stars, but I really enjoy playing Hood. His invisibility is really good. The only thing he gains from being duped is when his invisibility goes into cooldown. Excuse me. When his invisibility goes into cooldown, he goes unstoppable, and also does power steal on his crits. I think it's his crits. It may just be his mediums. But I really enjoy playing with Hood. I've got him as a 4-star, and if I didn't already have so many champs ranked up and unable to, I mean, I can't even afford the gold to rank up my 5 stars right now. So I'm not doing much ranking of 4 stars, but if I were, I would definitely rank him up personally to rank 4, maybe even rank 5, just because I really enjoy playing with him. If I pulled him as a 5-star, I would almost certainly take him to rank 3. So, hope that helps. It kind of depends on where you are in game, like what your resources look like. But in terms of just sheer enjoyment, I really enjoy playing with Hood. He's one of my favorite champs. If you ask me my most underrated champ that I enjoy playing with that gets overlooked, that would be it. Definitely Hood. So if you've got the resources and want to rank him up, go for it, dude. He's fun to play with. Interceptor says, sent you a gift. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. As soon as I finish this round, I will check out the gift. You guys are awesome. Been super generous tonight. I appreciate that. I will definitely use them to try and make the channel better and more fun to watch. I wanted to ask, do you guys enjoy like war videos, like where people show their war fights and after the fact and maybe kind of narrate what's going on with them? I know Evil Interceptor, I saw you did your first narrated video. That was awesome. Congrats on getting that done. Oh wow, dang! You guys are so incredibly generous, man. Billy D gifting the gold crystals and energy refill. Heisenberg with the gold crystal. Okay, so let's pop back out of here. Let's see. Billy says, ditto, get that Iceman up, get into the 400 club. Where am I? Let's see. I'm at 352. I got a ways to go before I hit the 400 club, Billy. But I will definitely get the Iceman up. Let's see. I think I scrolled past it. There it is. Let's pop those open. Sweet. Let's see how much more. I think I can get another 2 to 3 levels on Iceman. Evil Interceptor says, thanks for watching my war vid, Johnny. Hey, you're welcome, man. I thought it was good. It was a good voiceover. You did well. If you've never made one of those videos, it's hard to know how much work goes into that for such a short video. A lot of times you crank out a 5 to 10 minute video and everybody's like, oh, that that probably took, you know, 15 minutes. And you're like, no, I spent like 16 hours on this. Mr. Moke said, nice, so not worth an awakening stone. No, I wouldn't throw an awakening stone into the awakening gem. Probably not worth that. No, definitely not worth the awakening gem. Okay. I think we want to stop there because I want to be able to keep doing arena without running out of gold. We are getting there in due time, lads. Yeah, so you're so the war vid was good and the narration was good. Like I was saying, a lot of times, like I've posted a vid that afterwards I looked at it and I was like, okay, this video's got to be at least 20 minutes, and I looked at it and it was like 7 minutes, and I was like, wow, I just spent 6 hours to produce 7 minutes worth of content. So a lot of work goes into those videos. So thank you guys for checking them out. Yeah, so if you guys like the war vids, I recorded almost the entire last war that we did, all of my fights. I forgot to record one of the fights, and I absolutely killed it in that fight, and no results. So, or I'm sorry, I absolutely killed it with no recording. So I took down the mini boss without taking a single hit and forgot to record it. So if you like those kind of things, guys, I'll put the work in to get those done. Billy says, maybe just me, but I never just pop gold crystals. Spin a bit. When popped, 2400 crap. Spin always well, usually higher. Okay. Yeah, I've never taken the time. I don't think I've ever spun out a gold crystal. I've always wondered if there was a difference in the rewards based on spinning it versus just popping them. I don't know. I feel like you can you can spend a lot of time on that and opening the crystals, and I don't know. I'm just not convinced that it actually helps. Mr. Smoke says, yes, I enjoy those alliance vids. They help me out a lot. Okay, so yeah, kind of strategizing and planning. Azure says, yes, do make the war videos. They're kind of like pointers for do's and don'ts. Okay. Okay, I'll definitely do that then. I'll work on that. I've got a couple of things planned. I definitely some of you guys sent me videos for the Blade opening compilation that I'm gonna do, so I want to get those up on the channel. I want to get that war vid up, so I've got some work to do, but I should be able to get that up sometime, both of those up this week sometime. So I know Happy 30 Years says Alliance War vids are always helpful and informative. Okay, cool. I'll make those. Maybe it'll help you out. Every once in a while, I feel like I do something that maybe is unexpected. So maybe you guys can learn something. I'm definitely not the smartest guy who plays Marvel Contest of Champions, but I've figured a few things out. I spend enough time in the game that it's hard to not figure things out at this point. So one of the reasons, you know, Evil Interceptor, we were talking about the Legends run earlier. One of the reasons that I have not attempted that yet is because I have yet to unlock all of the Suicide Masteries. So I've got to save up units to to open up the suicides so that I can make a serious run at that. So if I can get my initial run in Labyrinth done and not spend too many units, hopefully I'll be able to unlock all of the suicide masteries, and that'll make my Legends run way more likely to be successful. So looks like we got some new folks in the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're just hanging out doing some arena. Game's more fun when done with friends. If you want to be in our giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers, you should definitely subscribe. We're so close, guys. We're three subscribers away. I feel like we're hanging right there on the balance. It's probably everybody that watches Marvel Contest of Champions stuff is probably watching a stream right now, and I don't know, probably all subscribers watching. But if we could just get there, then we could do that giveaway. I feel like I've gotten so close. We're just inches away from getting the milestone. I was looking at my account the other day, and like, if you look at, so for some of you new guys that have only been playing the game for less than a year, a lot of you probably see my account and are like, oh my gosh, this guy's got like 5 rank 4 5-stars or better, and his prestige is 6,500. Man, I had such terrible luck with 5-star pulls until recently. That's part of the reason that I'm so gold poor. Like, it wasn't just the fact that of the Blade and Iceman. Like, almost all of the champs that I've got at the good champs that I've got as 5-stars, I got in the last, like, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months maybe. I think Ghost Rider was my first 5-star rank 4 champ, and I want to say I got him in December. So just really didn't have any good luck. So if you're not having good luck, there's still time. Just keep waiting. I saved so much stuff. Like, I basically got to a point where I wasn't ranking anybody, because I didn't want to waste a bunch of resources in case I did pull a really good 5-star. So when I did pull him, pulled that Ghost Rider, I had everything I needed to get him up to rank 4 immediately. So don't be afraid to hoard your resources. What I spent my time doing, I ranked up all of my 2-stars. Oh, and I did that right. I finished ranking up all of my 2-stars right before they finished getting the they did that 1 and 2-star arena, and I had just finished ranking up all my 1 and 2 stars all the way. So that was pretty cool. I was like ready. Mr. Smoke says, see if I can avoid this special. My 5-stars are horrible, LOL. I have a Beast, Vulture, Blue Cyclops, and Cable. Yeah, dude. Oh, and Netflix Daredevil. That is not good pulls. I am sorry, dude. Mine were really bad like that for a while, too. Like, seriously, I just started getting 5-stars that I kind of liked maybe 6 months ago. So they'll come in time. I mean, and you've only been playing the game 7 months, so for you to have any 5-star, when I'd been playing 7 months, there weren't even 5 stars in the game, and I had to walk up 2 hills of snow barefoot to get 4 stars. Azure says my 5 stars are horrible too. Netflix, Daredevil, duped Ant-Man, and Moon Knight. Only good thing 5-star X23. 5-star X23 is fantastic, dude. Get her ranked up as soon as possible. That is a solid champ there. Happy 30 years says that sounds like my roster. Billy says I was a year playing the game, not in a team, didn't know the game. So 1, 2, 3 stars are up. That's why I'm a high rating. Yeah, so back in the day, for those of you guys who are kind of new to the game, the 4 stars were almost impossible to get when the game first started. The only way to get them was as a reward at the end of Act 4, I think, or from a PHC, from the premiums. And you guys know how rare that is. So back a few years ago, it took me forever to get my first 4-star, but they've changed how all that works now. So it's way easier to get the 3 and 4 stars or the 4 and 5 stars than it used to be. When they introduced the 5 stars into the game, they made the 4 stars easier to get, and so now that they've made the 6 stars available, they've made the 5 stars easier to get. So as new people come into the game, it really is kind of shifting how all that works. Azure says my 4-star team is pretty good. In 3 months, I've managed 39 4 stars. in 3 months, I had 0 4 stars. I want to say, I think that's true. 3 months. I think it probably took me 6 months to get my first 4-star. I was doing everything with 3 stars. But that was back early in the development of the game, super early. So you weren't getting a 4-star unless you just got really lucky with premium hero crystals, and I was not that. So it's cool how that's all shifted. I think that's good that they've done that. I think it'd be bad for the future of the game if they made it really difficult to still get 4 stars. Being awfully stingy with a special there. Come on, use it. I hate it when they don't use their specials, guys. Okay, I guess we're going in here. That was like the worst thing ever. Mr. Smoke said, how much do you think 4-star Hella will go for? I'm at 2.5 mil so far. Let's see. So that's the basic. 2.5. You're probably looking at, Hella's a pretty desirable champ, and she's still fairly new. You're probably looking at, and disclaimer before I say this, I'm terrible at guessing. I was gonna say about 3.3 or 3.4. Azure says 3.5. Yeah, I think you'd probably be safe at 3.5, but don't take my word for it. Go get that information somewhere else. If you follow me on Twitter, sometimes I'll post that stuff when I see other people posting it. So that'll help you out more than asking me. I don't grind for champs that often, so I'm pretty bad at predicting what they're gonna go for. Azure says those 3 stars have improved your skills pretty good. Thanks, man. Yeah, having to play against difficult content with lower ranked champs definitely helps with progression and skills, which is why I always do master mode with 2 stars. Happy 30 Years says, I remember back in the day I used to save up 2,500 units a month just to buy 4 stars. Then the basic arena came along. Hopefully just over 3.5 mil, I'm guessing. Are you grinding for her as well, Happy 30 Years? I know you usually are a big time arena grinder. Okay, let's see. I want to check. Still at 97 subscribers. Okay, so we got 3 to go. So look out for an announcement vid over the next few days for our giveaway. So definitely want you guys to get in on that. I'm out of refreshes on my champs in the arena, and I'm basically out of energy here. And I'm going to save those energy refills that you guys sent so graciously for when I do my Labyrinth of Legends run and my Legends run. So thank you guys so much for that. Happy 30 Years says, yeah, I'm at 3 mil for Hella. I just want to say really quick, I really appreciate you guys stopping in the stream and hanging out. Like I said earlier, you guys make the game more fun for me. I hope I help you guys, give some helpful tips every once in a while that can help you guys. If you liked the video, be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, definitely do that. I'm going to call it a night, guys. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see when I post when I'm going live. And I will catch you guys in the next stream. I hope you guys have an awesome night. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.